Okay, we are live and in color, whatever. Give me just a sec, everyone. This is the customary first couple minutes to get the word out to everybody. It's about 9:45 at night, so I hope you guys understand why I'm being a little quiet, because I'm a little bit, a little sleepy, you know what I mean? Hope you guys don't mind that. So, hope y'all are having a good day, though, if you're watching this. So, yeah, I mean, this is going to be good. So, what we're going to do, we're going to do NXT and 205 Live review, plus TakeOver Toronto 2 predictions. So, hold on. So, anyway, I mean, we'll give it a minute, let people join and things like that. Let me first, of course, take the time to use my little stand to put my phone on here so that it's a little bit more professional. Right? All right, let's do this. Let's keep everything prepared. Yeah. So, with that, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Nerdy Mark channel. I am, of course, Sid the Nerdy Mark. Welcome to another late night Nerdy Mark live stream. Today, I'm going to be reviewing NXT and 205 Live, as well as giving my personal predictions for TakeOver Toronto 2. Want me to call on Discord for predictions? Sure, if you want to. I mean, I'm going to do the review right now, Tim, for NXT and 205, and then you can kind of you can call me on that if you'd like, but or you can call me right now. It doesn't matter. But yeah. So anyway, we're gonna see. Possibly Tim is gonna be on here, special surprise guest. You don't know what's gonna happen here on NXT and 205 on the Nerdy Mark channel on DU. Anyway, yeah. By the way, Tim, you should see that I'm wearing the Pittsburgh shirt. Now, oh yes, I forgot to mention before we begin, there will not be any SummerSlam review this time around. On Sunday, I have something that I'm taking care of. And hold on. Show wild card bitches. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, Tim, please, wild card. All right. Yeah, I mean, you can call in, right? I mean, you could just, you can call in, or you can just put your predictions on the chat. Up to you. Don't do it now. Let's wait until I finish up this review. But a couple of things that I wanted to announce. First of all, yeah, no SummerSlam review this time. Tim, if you and John are going live for SummerSlam reactions, let me know. So you so that I can plug it right now and be like, hey, go to Armbar Audio. So anyway, so there'll be no SummerSlam review this time. I have a previous engagement on Sunday. You aren't. That sucks. Okay, well, sorry. So nothing from either of us. Anyway, so oh yeah, that's right. He is in Philly. I just came back from Philly. I just came back from vacation. So yeah, but speaking of which, I'm not going to leave you guys dry and hanging. There will be. I have recorded tons and tons of footage of my vacation. As you all know, I went out of town to the East Coast. And Tim, don't spoil anything. But it was a great time. I had a lot of fun. It was so awesome. Very educational as well. I have a ton of vlog footage. I will be posting vlogs every single week for the next coming maybe for the next month or so. Posting vlogs. I'm spitting everywhere. Posting vlogs of my trip to the East Coast. I went to Philly, went to Pittsburgh, I went to New York, Buffalo, New York. I went to Washington, D.C. A lot of fun, a lot of cool stuff happened there. Excuse me. And yeah, it was great. So I'm going to very excited to share that stuff with you guys. And it's a little bit more of a personal thing. And by the way, you'll notice that my hair is a little longer in those because, I just got my hair cut today. So yeah. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing that instead of SummerSlam, but I will be reviewing TakeOver Toronto. Now, Tim, if you want to join me on Discord for TakeOver Toronto when I go live, because I'm going to go live on this channel right after the event happens. So if you want to join me for that, you are more than welcome to. Just we'll coordinate and go from there. But yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. Again, of course, this week we did lose a legend in the wrestling business, and that was, of course, the 8-time NWA Heavyweight Champion Harley Race, who also had a huge story rivalry with one Nature Boy Ric Flair. So yeah, I personally, he was definitely way before my time, so I have not really seen any of his matches, unfortunately. But thank you, Harley Race, for all your contributions to pro wrestling. You are gone but not forgotten. Rest in power. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And also wanted to really quick give my thoughts and condolences to everyone who was affected by because as you all know, in El Paso and in Dayton, Ohio, we had a huge tragedy. There was a huge mass shooting in both cities, and it was absolutely terrible. And my thoughts and prayers are with every single person that's been affected. I don't want to get into the whole politics of this because that I feel like kind of just taints the sanctity of the lives that were lost. So I just want to. I don't want to push my own political agenda. Trying to use this to push my own political agenda, it's ridiculous. But I want to just say that this is it's a lot of crazy stuff happening right now in this country, and I'm just every day surprises me. But again, thoughts and prayers are with the families of the victims that were lost in El Paso and in Dayton. It's so ironic. AEW put out a show called Fight for the Fallen that was to help benefit the victims of gun violence, and we have 2 acts of gun violence right after. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's coming, what this world is coming to. We'll see. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about that right now, but again, thoughts and prayers go out to everybody. So yeah, but with that being said, let's kind of dive right in to this week's NXT and 205 Live episodes, starting with NXT. Now, NXT was actually a rather short episode because, it wasn't a short episode. It's just that nothing too much happened, really. It was more just building up to the matches in TakeOver Toronto. So it did its job. It did what it had to do. Got me super hyped for TakeOver Toronto. So that's going to be fantastic. I'm very, very excited for that. But we did have NXT tag title contract signing between the Street Profits and the Undisputed Era, aka Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, or Red Dragon as they're called, right? So this was cool. Montez Ford has a really cool moment where he calls them O'Reilly Auto Parts and Lawrence Fishburne Jr. That was pretty funny. And then we got an Auto Parts chant from the fans. Both teams do cut really good promos, and that's the end of that. There really wasn't like a brawl afterwards. No one smashed the other team onto the table. It was just I don't want to say it was a civil one, but it was. It wasn't. It didn't end with a huge schmoz, which I'm okay with because it just goes to show that I'm still interested and I'm still intrigued by this match, so it doesn't really matter to me. So that was fine. I really am excited for this match too. We get all the promo packages for the North American title. We get promo packages for the women's title match. That was good stuff. We got one for Io Shirai versus Candice. So that was all great promo packages. Really, really liked them. But we did get our first match of the night, which was Joaquin Wilde, the first person to be eliminated from the NXT Breakout Tournament, taking on Shane Thorne, who is now, of course, going solo, flying solo now, as his partner Nick Miller has left WWE. And last time I checked, he was in New Japan. And Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, is he still signed to New Japan? I don't know. So But yeah, Joaquin Wild versus Shane Thorne. Thorne is still a heel at this point. Thorne's been in singles action for the first time in a very long time, so that's pretty cool. Yes, he is. Okay, great. And what's his name? It's not Nick Miller anymore. I know it's something else. So post if you can type the name out, that would be great. But Wild and Thorne do some trash talking in the beginning. Both men locking in submissions on each other. Wild shows a lot of agility. Shane Thorne then reversed a guillotine into a brainbuster, which looked nice. And Thorne then took over with a bunch of uppercuts, so that was great. Wild then with a jawbreaker / back elbow combo, which looked gnarly. Michael Nichols. Okay, not Michael. Mickey Nichols. Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you, Tim. Wild then blocks the top rope attempt with a power bomb. So that was crazy. Thorne then blocked another guillotine, and both men get into a chop fest. Then Wild hits a tope con hilo through the middle ropes. It's called not Morrow. Nigel McGuinness called it the wormhole, which is a very apt name for that move. So that's fine. The wormhole, that's what it's called. Then Thorne manhandles Wild on the outside. Then Shane Thorne does win the match by essentially hitting a V trigger onto Joaquin Wild. So that was pretty cool. I liked this match. It was good stuff. Excited to see what comes out of Shane Thorne's singles run, because he's pretty good in the ring as by himself. He doesn't need Mickey Nichols or Nick Miller, whatever you want to call him. He's pretty good on his own, and Joaquin Wild showing a lot of promise. Even though he did lose, he still looked really good in defeat, so that's fine. And so I'm excited for both of these men. Hopefully they have another match down the line, because this was a fantastic bout. So with that, we were supposed to get Matt Riddle versus Killian Dane, but we didn't, because Killian Dane just came in and killed Matt Riddle. And I know, Tim, you said that this is probably because of the comments Matt Riddle's been making on the WCW guys. That could be the case. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. But it's whatever. But hopefully we do see a match between them. Maybe I think Matt Riddle is just going to call out Killian Dane, and he's basically just going to get a taste of his own medicine, like how he squashed Cassius Ohno at War Games. I think he's going to get squashed by Dane. So I think that's what's going to happen. So that's fine. It is what it is. I guess he's going to keep getting punished until no, this has happened before that. I think it's because of his first comments about Goldberg. Yeah, it could be. But then again, yeah, I don't know if he's gonna. He might get punished a little bit more just because he said the name Chris Benoit. So I said Chris Benoit. Oh my goodness, Chris Benoit. WWE, come sue me. Anyway, but yeah, and then we finally had something called NXT Target or something like that. That was basically showing off the feud between Adam Cole, Bebe, the current NXT champion, and Johnny Gargano. Really good promo package here. Gargano talks to Seth Rollins and Finn Balor in this little special. Adam Cole is kind of just gloating and going around and defending his title at live events, including against one Keith Lee. So that was cool. Jeez, sorry, I'm just being really burpy today. By the way, Tim, I love how you spelled gold. Anyway, so I'm just kidding. Well, not really. It's just I just had to point that out there. But there's nothing really much else to say about NXT. It was fine. It did what it had to do, which was build up for TakeOver. So then we move on now. Let's move on to 205 Live, shall we? 205 Live started with Humberto Carrillo versus Lince Dorado in a mighty fine match. Lots of good mat wrestling mixed in with the lucha style, so that was impressive. Both men were at an impasse, and they had a show of respect. Then Lince took Carrillo to rest hold city for a little bit. Then Dorado then dodged an Aztec press and converted it into a roll-up, so that was pretty cool. Both men hit a bunch of drop kicks on each other, so I guess they took each other to Dropkick City at this point. Snapmare, dropkick, and moonsault combo by Carrillo, which looked gnarly. And then Carrillo caught a golden rewind, but Dorado did hit some innovative offense. Then Dorado followed up with a senton on the apron to Carrillo, which looked really painful. Then Dorado missed a frog splash. Carrillo hits a drop kick. Carrillo then hit another drop kick to Dorado, who was standing on the middle ropes. Then the match did end in a double countout when Carrillo is thwarted by Dorado, because both men are outside of the ring. Carrillo's trying to get in, and Dorado just kind of yanks his leg, and that allows him to also lose the match. So it was like a double countout, so that was pretty crazy. Then Humberto is pissed off and takes out both Dorado and Grand Metalik, who was also out there. So that was cool. I actually really liked this match a lot. I thought it just had everything I wanted from between these two. Some good lucha wrestling, some good mat wrestling, some good chain wrestling, everything you need. I'm just really excited, and again, really excited for. Let me just move this here. Really, really excited for Humberto Carrillo and the future of this young man, and also continuing to make it harder for me to find a girlfriend. So, but then again, ladies, he is engaged, so he's taken. So you're stuck with me. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, just trying to spice it up, folks. I'm sorry. Not really. I'm not sorry, but you get the point. Anyway, we finally then get our second match of the night, and this is a six-pack challenge. We have Tony Nese versus Akira Tozawa versus Jack Gallagher versus Kalisto versus Ari Daivari versus Oni Lorcan, and the winner of this match challenges Drew Gulak at SummerSlam for the Cruiserweight title. This was exactly what you would expect, just absolute, utter chaos. This was some chaotic stuff going on here, and I loved every bit of it. I just thought this is exactly what I wanted to see in this match. A lot of fast-paced action going on here. Well, let's talk about some of the spots. We had Ari Daivari rolling out of the ring to start things off. Tozawa then hits a suicide on him, brings him back into the ring. Other five competitors chop the hell out of him. Daivari tries to go up on the top rope and hit a frog splash onto all five of the other five competitors, but everyone just disperses, and he just lands flat on the floor. Then after that, we had Oni everyone else kind of splits finally. We have Oni Lorcan taking on Kalisto, Akira Tozawa taking on Tony Nese, and Gallagher taking on Arya Daivari. And then, of course, we had everyone mixing each other up. After that, Nese showing all the athleticism in the world, which was amazing. Kind of really, really almost forgot how awesome Tony Nese is in the ring. Then Kalisto and Nese have a really good sequence. Lorcan and Nese getting into a huge, huge strike fest. Gallagher brings out his umbrella, whose name I forget, and hits the senton on all the other five competitors. Kalisto then tries to go for a delayed suicide dive, but is caught by the other five competitors and launched onto the announce table, rendering him out cold for a considerable amount of time. Then Daivari does go after Lorcan for a while. Lorcan uppercuts Daivari from the air and hits a blockbuster, which looked amazing. I love his anti-air sequences. You guys know this. 4 submissions at once. At one point, it was Lorcan. It was Gallagher hitting a submission on Lorcan, then Tozawa hitting a submission on Gallagher, and then Tony Nese coming in and hitting another submission on Ari Lorcan as well. It was just some crazy stuff. But of course, Daivari had to be the party pooper and ruin all of this. So good job, Ari Daivari. You're a good guy. Anyway, no, he's a heel, just like Noam Dar. I bet he eats Raisin Bran 3 bowls every day. Anyway, so Kalisto then comes back in, has a huge, huge second win, and is on a roll for a good amount of time. Nese then hit a sunset driver onto Oni Lorcan, and then a power bomb to a interfering Tozawa right onto Oni, which was awesome. Then Gallagher hit a rebound headbutt onto Nice. That was cool. Kind of like what John Moxley used to do in WWE, where someone would push him into the ropes. He would kind of like, kind of go back onto the ropes, kind of use it as like a pendulum, and then boom, hit his lariat. So sorry, not a rebound, like a pendulum head. Is it a pendulum or a rebound headbutt? I'm not sure, but yeah, the thing that yeah. You didn't know Andrade's a heel. Anyway, he eats Raisin Bran all day, 3 bowls. Anyway, okay, we're adding too much into the no Andrade's a heel joke. Okay, we need to keep it at that. I think, Tim, do you just want to kill it? I mean, it's getting a little boring for me. But if it's not for you, it's fine. Anyway, but Nice, so much fiber. I know, so much fiber. That's why he's so, that's why he doesn't get fat. But speaking of which, I'm actually started doing intermittent fasting again. I kind of took a very short break from it for a little bit, but I kind of got back into it because if I was looking at the vlog footage, I looked really, really chubby and had this huge double chin hanging. Well, I mean, it's still kind of there, but kill it. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Anyway, moving on. But Nice then defended himself while in the Tree of Woe position, so that was pretty cool. He kind of fended off, I think, Tozawa, Kalisto, and Gallagher, which was pretty cool. And then finally, Daivari converts a half and half into a hammerlock lariat, but cannot get the pin on Oney Lorcan. Then running Nice onto Gallagher from Tony. Then Lorcan catches Tony Nice, hits the half and half suplex to win the match. And so it's finally Oney Lorcan versus Drew Gulak at SummerSlam. And then, of course, Drew Gulak comes in, stares a hole into Oney Lorcan, who stares a hole at him back. This should be a really good match. So I am very, very excited for this. I might actually just go back and watch this match. There's only a couple of matches that I'm really looking forward to, and it's this one and probably Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt, and maybe a couple of other ones, and Styles versus Ricochet. Those 3 matches I don't know why I'm doing this, but those 3 matches I'm definitely looking forward to. So there's that. All right. So with that, we're done. So Timothy, I'm about to give you a call on this Discord thingamajigger that we use. So just get online. You're watching Moxley versus Goto, so you don't want to do the predictions for TakeOver? I mean, if you're watching wrestling, I'm gonna let you watch wrestling, and I'll probably watch Moxley versus Goto at least. I'll probably try to catch it. So, yeah, and then Tim Farley is left. It's fine, whatever. Unless he wants to do this. So let me see. Let me see if he wants to do this. Give me 1 sec, folks. Yo, hold up.
On the air?
Yo, yeah. Yes, you are. And you can mute the. What?
Let's do some predicting.
Let's do it. Yeah. So, first of all, how excited are you for TakeOver?
I am very excited. I will be watching either that night or Sunday morning.
Nice.
I have the weekend off from my job, and I'm going to a concert Saturday. So.
Oh, which concert?
August Burns Red.
Nice. First, speaking of which, speaking of concerts, Slipknot's song is the main theme for TakeOver. That was pretty cool.
Unsainted, yeah.
Unsainted, yeah. I listened to Soulway Firth. It was pretty good, but I like Unsainted a little bit better. I don't know.
The other news was really good too. Birth of Cruel.
Nice. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the Killswitch album though. That's the one I'm really looking forward to, just because my boy Howard's in it. So, yes, I know how you feel about Howard Jones.
What do you mean? I love Howard Jones.
I know, but I know you like Jesse a little bit more. Yeah.
I like Jesse's lyricism better than.
Yeah.
I like Jesse's screams better than Howard's.
Oh yeah.
But I like Howard's clean vocals and his screams.
I think Howard that man has the voice of an angel. I don't care what you say. I want his voice when I sing. Anyway. All right. Anyway, so we're getting.
This is the end of my broken heart.
Yep. I'm not gonna do it. All right. Anyway, so with that being said, let's dive right into predictions for TakeOver Toronto, not Toronto, Toronto, part 2. So let's start with Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae. Who should win and who will win?
Who should win and who will win is Io Shirai, baby, the Black Lotus.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's any reason for Candice to win right now. I mean, I love Candice LeRae. She's awesome. But at this point, since Io has turned heel, if you make her lose on her first match as a heel, that just kind of kills all her momentum. So I would say, yes, I agree. Io Shirai should and will win this match. Yeah. Let's move on to – what's up?
Good points.
Yep.
Don't kill her heel momentum.
Exactly. I mean, we do know whose show this is, so her momentum won't be killed. If she moves to the other show, the other brands, then possibly. So let's keep her. Oh no, I don't want her to be a Kabuki Warrior. That's such a stupid name. I hate that so much, and I spit everywhere again.
Did you see that they put Io Shirai's Twitter handle instead of Kairi Sane's or instead of Asuka's on Raw?
Which one? They put what did they do?
They mixed up one of the Kabuki Warriors Twitter handles.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, such idiots. Anyway,
because they can't tell their own employees apart.
Lil Fettuccine 69 favorite Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good question. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say. I don't know. What's your favorite Dwayne Johnson movie, Tim?
Probably the first Fast and the Furious he was in.
Yeah, that's it. Same. Yeah, Fast Five. Fast Five for both of us. I like that one. I even liked the movie called Faster. That was a good movie too. That was good.
I also liked Walking Tall.
Yeah. Oh, that was good stuff. That was good. Scorpion King was okay. It wasn't terrible, but you know, it was.
No, when we were kids, we swallowed it, but looking back on it now, it was garbage.
Like, yeah, I know, but yeah, it was all right. It wasn't great.
Be Cool was pretty good too.
Which one?
Be Cool.
Oh yeah. He's the gay bouncer. I love that one.
Yeah.
That was good, and then Race to Witch Mountain was crap.
I never watched it.
Don't watch it. It's stupid. I didn't like it. Yeah. Anyway, so with that being said, next match that I want to talk about is the NXT Tag Title match. It's of course the NXT Tag Champions Street Profits versus Red Dragon. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So who's winning? Who do you think should win, and who do you think will win, Timothy?
I think the Street Profits should win, but I think Red Dragon will win.
Yeah, see, I have it the other way around. I think that the era Red Dragon should win, but I feel like Street Profits will retain. Because Adam Cole has talked about how they're going to hold all the gold, and the fact that everybody is in a title match, every member of the era is in a title match, that I feel like there's like a little connection there. So we could possibly see.
It definitely could happen, but I don't know, man. It's the Street Profits like first or second defense, and the first major defense, TakeOver. So I think they're gonna win, but I'd like to see the prophecy fulfilled.
Yeah.
Although, when we get into the North American title match, I'll divulge further.
Yeah. All right. We probably should talk about that next. But another question from Lil Fettuccine 69: what is the biggest pop of SummerSlam weekend?
Biggest pop?
Yeah. That's a little hard, actually, but still, we'll give it a shot.
Bray Wyatt or Goldberg, probably.
Probably, yeah. Bray Wyatt, definitely. I'm going to pop real hard for Bray Wyatt just because I want to hear his theme song. Whatever theme song he comes out with.
I thought in general, if we're talking
in
about
general.
like who I'm going to pop for, probably Bray.
Same, yeah. I brought him up for Bray. Maybe Goldberg. I don't know. I think the only other thing that would make me pop even more is if like Roman Reigns turns heel, which is probably not going to happen. So, yeah, there's that.
I'd pop if Daniel Bryan's the Roman Reigns is attacker.
I mean, it's pretty obvious though. I'd pop
if Heyman turns on Brock.
Yeah, that I would. That I would. Hold on one sec. One sec. Sorry about that, folks. I had to do something. My grandmother was calling me or something. Anyway, so yeah, but I think that's one big pop. Definitely Bray Wyatt. I would say that. So that's I think our answer is Bray. So anyway, so let's get into the aforementioned North American title match. Well, no, before that, let's get to the women's match. Shayna Baszler versus Mia Yim, the Queen of Spades versus the HBIC. Who's winning? Who should win? And who will win? Tim.
That's really hard.
Yeah.
I don't think Mia Yim's the one that's going to dethrone Shayna. I honestly don't. They built her up good for this program and everything, but there's something, I don't know. I just think Shayna's going to keep it again.
Yeah. I really do want Mia Yim to win, but, she did take out Shafir and Duke, but they are invariably going to show up at TakeOver, and possibly going to help, Shayna win. So I would love for it to be Mia because I really want someone else to be the NXT Women's Champion, but I do feel like Shayna was going to win. I do like Shayna Baszler, just FYI, but I just want to see her do something else. That's just me. But yeah, so that's what I think. But right, so moving on to what we were talking about, the North American title match. So we do have the North American champion, the Velveteen Dream, versus the Messiah of the Backbreaker, Roderick Strong, versus the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne. This is actually the match I'm really looking forward to. I think the North American title matches have been some of the most hyped up matches in my opinion. So this is really cool. So I'm excited for this. So who is winning? Who do you think should win, and who do you think will win, Tim?
Well, I'm gonna preface it by saying, this is probably the match I'm looking forward to the most.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Also, Strong's the only one I don't want to get gold.
Okay.
From the era, because I really want Pete Dunne to win.
Okay.
I want Pete Dunne to win, and I want Velveteen Dream to move on to bigger.
Okay. I have a similar prediction.
NXT title.
Okay.
Going after Cooler Gargano or going to the main roster. I think it would just be pretty cool to have Pete Dunne, who just lost the UK title, get the North American title.
Okay. So Little Fettuccine 69 says he's going Candice, Fish and O'Reilly, Strong, Shayna, and Cole. Okay, cool. That's good. Good predictions there. So I have a similar prediction to yours, Tim. I do think that Strong will be pinned by Pete Dunne to win the match. I kind of want Pete Dunne to win this match too, but I do feel, again, with the prophecy that Cole was saying, I do feel like they're going to put the title on Roderick Strong. So there's only one reason I want Pete Dunne to pin Roderick Strong to win the title, and I'll talk about it right after Tim gives his prediction for the next match that we're going to talk about, and this is the main event. It is, of course, the NXT champion Adam Cole, baby, taking on the Johnny Wrestling, the Marvel comics personified in real life. I wonder which costume. So I want to do something different. So who should win? Who will win? And which Marvel character is Johnny Gargano cosplaying as this time? Tim, go.
Isn't there like a Captain Canada or something?
There is, yeah. No, there's a Captain. I'm sure there is. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I know there's a Captain Britain, but I don't know. I mean, he could dress up as Deadpool because it's Canada, because he's Canadian.
I don't know what he'll do, but I think that I think Cole wins.
Okay.
I don't think it's time to take it off unless one of your ideas comes.
So the only thing is, by the way, I forgot to mention, this is a 2 out of 3 falls match. So Cole got to pick the first fall, which is a regular old-fashioned wrestling match. Then the second fall is going to be a street fight, and the third fall, if it goes to that, it's going to be picked by William Regal. So I do feel like we're going to have that, and I'll talk about that. Any call-ups after SummerSlam? We'll talk about that in just a sec, Fettuccine. Hold on. But I think that it's going to be – I do agree. I think it should and will be Adam Cole who wins this match. Oh, no. Or unless the third stipulation is William Regal coming out and saying that it is going to be – he changes the singles match into a triple threat match, and the third competitor is a rehabilitated, medically cleared Tommaso Ciampa, and he comes back and he claims Goldie once again. That is what I would like to happen, but I do feel like Cole is still winning. And the only reason I want Roderick Strong to lose is because I want, in the end, Cole, Fish, and O'Reilly to be holding up their titles. Roderick Strong kind of comes out sheepishly. Cole and kind of hugs him, says it's okay, but finally kind of just kicks him out of the group. And we have Strong versus Cole and build that up until War Games for the NXT title, because that's a match that I would really like to see. That's my idea.
Oh, yes, that's money. Everything you just said is money.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So let's answer Little Fettuccine's question. Any call-ups after SummerSlam, do you think?
Hopefully Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, I think Dream is going to go. He was on the 2K20 commercial anyway, so I think he may be getting called up.
Yeah, but then again, like I predicted a long time ago, NXT will be on Fox Sports 1.
Yeah.
It will be a 2-hour show, so maybe he just moves on to Adam Cole, but I could see Velveteen Dream coming up right now.
Yeah, I'll be okay with Dream coming up. I mean, he probably could go to SmackDown, just because the whole Fox thing. Dream gets called to do commentary. Vince doesn't know what to do with the experience. I don't disagree, Little Fettuccine. That makes sense, but yeah.
Could you imagine like a feud with the New Day?
That'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting. Him and the Miz would be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Dolph Ziggler. Well, I know, but I'm just saying it would be a good match because because they're both very flamboyant characters.
Yeah.
Just for that, really. Then maybe him and EC3 was not a bad match at TakeOver. I forget which TakeOver, but I mean, rekindle that feud. Honestly, give EC3 something to do because he's worth it, in my opinion. But then again, we all know what's going to happen. He's going to go become chase after the 24/7 title. So that's what's going to happen. So get ready for your new 24/7 champion, Velveteen Dream. That's probably the most he'll do because Vince doesn't know what the hell to do with him. So there you go. I hope I'm wrong. So
I hope you're wrong.
yeah, I really do. But other than Dream, maybe if Shayna loses, she could get called up. If Shayna's losing this time, but I don't think she is. But if she loses, I think it's time for her to go up to main. It's good matches, good beat. Her and Charlotte, her and Natalya, her and Becky. So there you go.
You want to do SummerSlam prediction?
I mean, I'm not going to be watching SummerSlam, so I don't see any point in doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's main roster. Who gives a shit? Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that, but you get the point. Yeah.
This G1 is so good that I haven't been watching any WWE lately.
Yeah. Mox versus Goto made me salivate, so I might go check that out. Not watching SummerSlam. Fettuccine, I mentioned this in the beginning, but I do have a previous engagement on Sunday, so I'm not watching SummerSlam this time. Sorry for the inconvenience, but yeah, that's just the way life gets in the way, man. It's life. So yeah, but I'll definitely go back and watch some of the matches from the event. I may not watch the whole thing, but I'll watch some of the matches. But yeah, but I'm really. Tim, don't tell me what happened in Goto versus Moxley because I want to watch it. So yeah, same here. I only want to watch like 4 matches too. So yeah, but what's up?
There's so many good matches. The whole tournament is amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't able to follow as close as I wanted to, but I mean, whatever I watched, I was very impressed. So yeah, I want to go back and check it out. So but yeah, we'll see. If I can, but so I am. Tim, do you want to join me right after TakeOver to review the show?
If I'm home.
Okay, so yeah, just keep me posted. But right after TakeOver, I will be doing a live stream review of TakeOver Toronto. And my hand's like 3D. Sorry, TakeOver Toronto. So be on the lookout for that. But until then, Tim, thank you for joining me on very, very short notice to do these predictions with me. Yeah, and I'm actually wearing the shirt that I got over there at your store. So yeah, Pittsburgh represent.
I really care about the place I grew up.
Yeah, so we'll go to so next time. If you come here, we'll go to a 7-Eleven here, and we'll buy you a Dallas T-shirt or something. So anyway, with that being said, that's pretty much it. Tim from Armbar Audio, once again, thank you for joining me again. Like I said, enjoy the G1. I know you will. Too sweet, bro. Boom. I too sweeted the phone. So all right. So. Yeah, see you later, man. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy SummerSlam. Enjoy TakeOver Toronto 2. I know I'm going to enjoy it. TakeOver Toronto at least. But with that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media and Armbar Audio. And tell your friends about both the Nerdy Mark and Armbar Audio because we're a bunch of nerds and we're a bunch of marks. We're a bunch of nerdy marks. What a nerd. What a nerd, Tim. Okay, he pretty much logged off. Okay, fine. But yeah, with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.